He taught you to treat others with respect, and that throwing a ball like a girl is a compliment. He taught...
Good morning. Hi. Yes. Yeah, we're doing little quicker renditions. Renditions? Renditions. What did I say? Renditions. Huh? Ren and Stimpy, yeah. But I can hear you coming. If I didn't have so many things playing, I might be able to hear you. I can actually hear you better. I only have one thing playing. Maybe if I start a few more things, I'll hear you better.
The old fire station here in Plymouth.
It's amazing too how much time they spend trying to figure out and put their own beliefs as to what they believe other people believe. What do you think you're listening to? What's in his paper? But I can hear you coming. Waves of desire. What's that? Hey. Excuse me? Baking powder. Come again. You know, huh? Huh? The word, huh? 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 Alright, you might think that means what'd you say? Not in our world. It means go figure for a lot of us. No matter what tone it's in. Don't let it fool you. I know, because you would think that that would be like a huh instead of a huh. Right, you hear the difference, like huh? Just say huh. Or it's like that's interesting. It's like huh. No, just me. Not always. Not always. No, that was a high-pitched. That was a questioning, huh? Not a that was interesting, huh? Oh wait, the high-pitched is the questioning, huh? I'm so confused. How am I going to know what anybody really means unless I understand what these movements and sound effects mean behaviorally speaking? Do you know people get paid a lot of money to fucking sit around studying that shit and talking about it and writing books about it? And they even have patients to boot that they medicate. Wow. I'm about to pass out just thinking about it. Oh my god, it makes me dizzy. It's fucking sick, man. It's so fucking sick, dude. Show some appreciation. For what? Motherfucker. I show appreciation. I have appreciation for life, water, coffee. I love this table. I love this computer. I love the communication capabilities. I love my TV. I love my lamp. I love my balloons. I love my little monk dude that squeaks. drinking his coffee, holding his cell phone. I love my fucking grinder. I love my rocks. I love my pencil sharpener. I love my pencils. And I like me. 'Cause I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And God darn it, we'll leave that last part off. Well, I like me and I'm a people, and people like me. You know, it's like back in the day, not so much with dentists anymore, but dentists used to have a high suicide rate. It's getting less. Why is that? Because their visits are more comfortable. People fear and dread going to them less. And also because dentists throughout history have been more heavily associated to some of the higher crimes when it comes to people getting access to certain drugs that put people out. I know, yes, you gotta love the dentist sites. Yeah, those are always fun. Tell me, Seymour, tell me. Right, so that's been being watched very closely, you sick fucks. I'm just talking, if you're not a sick fuck, we're not talking to you. I know it's like all dentists are like, is she talking to us? Did she just call me a sick fuck? Right, like some dentist in Indiana is gonna come after me now. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Law dog. Law dog. Them laws don't go around here, law dog. Oh, isn't that cute? I know. I know. Well, you know, in those positions, when you see the ones that are able to realize that and humble themselves and speak the truth, we see it all the time.
Back when OP was hot, who would thought that I could ever turn out this way? I'm blaming it rock like D and MCA. Yeah, it was beasties on my mind pretty much all the time till I started smoking pot and figured out a pass sublime. Oh my God, I never wanted something so fancy. I'm all alone to play guitar and sing just like Brandy. And the B lines of every drop reminded me of hip hop. I'm singing love in it's what I got. Cause when the loving was gone, I learned to play the blues through Stevie Ray Vaughan. I needed music for all the ways they help me feel. And I was nothing I can turn away the baby love to see it. Can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like 6 damn strings, never said it, so I feel it. Can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like once you got the mic, you better sing like you believe. Like you believe.
My mama put the headphones on and Billy feel me moving. Every Jimi Hendrix riff, I give her a little kick. Just to let her know to turn it up a little bit. And police, when I go up, can I sound like police? That's what I was thinking while I'm praying on my knees. I found a sound of my own. I'm in the studio now.
It's against golf etiquette.
What does golf etiquette say about me jamming this club into your mouth?
It's frowned upon.
Hank and I have learned our communication skills could be a little better. She's got a crush on you. Oh, no. It's not what it looks like. Stop! What the Connie? I'm in jail. Send me money for bail. Nancy. Hey, guys. Y'all have been scammed.
I'm the guy that keeps us prepared and protected.
Well, maybe you aren't that guy anymore.
I don't want anyone to think that's my truck. It's electric.
Now it's showtime.
He thinks we're just a bunch of freaks and weirdos. I never said that loud enough for you to hear.
Knew we could count on you, honey.
What are you barking at?
Whoa! Oh, good God in heaven. Connie!
What's all the fuss?
We were just warming each other up.
Stop.
That's enough. Ew.
Shut up!
Viral for this? Is this the flat earth thing?
White people are so dumb they think the freaking earth is flat. I'm a black guy and I think that. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I'm just going to list random things that have no direct racial connotation, and we decide whether or not it is white people or black people. Conspiracy theories, white people shit or black people?
I would
Black, I'm gonna go black people.
I would go for the.
I think black people have way more entertaining conspiracy theories. Not a single white people conspiracy is even nearly as entertaining as you, Coop. Like about how like Shakespeare was black, Mozart was black, Beethoven was black, like everything. Like I think it's kind of funny.
White people started to catch up with the internet. But we went in a stupid direction.
Yeah.
Like flat earthers, rather than like being these people at the top are the ones we should be upset.
You don't think Earth is flat?
We're always out there, finding solutions.
What?
You know, I'm just asking a question.
Do you?
I'm just saying, I took
Oh my God,
dude.
My question is, what is the advantage the people in power have that if it's actually flat, I'm thinking it's round? Like, what does that get them?
He's trolling?
I don't know. I just
I get
said,
the other things.
I just said I fly a lot.
Oh,
One time I took a 25-hour flight and the plane never did this. That's all I said. Plane never did this.
He's gotta be trolling, bro. You have to be trolling. There's
Hold on.
no
If you're
way.
on a-
You think the plane's supposed to
hold on.
constantly
There's
dipping
no
slowly?
way.
You're on the map. If U.S. is here and another country is there, when I was going to that country, the plane never did that. That's all I said. That's all I said. I would, because then I'd be like, the Earth is round. But it didn't do that. Because I was looking at a map one time I was flying. I was here, and I flew to here. And I stayed up the whole time looking out the window, just to make sure. 25 hours.
When you fly, they're phasing these things out because they have newer technology. But when you fly like instrument, they have these things on the ground called VORs, and that's how you if you're in the clouds or above them or wherever.
No way. He's trying to explain it to him.
How you get from point to point without messing up. And if you're too far away, if you're at a lower altitude, you can't get the signal because the Earth is round and it's
What is this nerd talking about? He's being goy baited.
it's going like that, and you're coming around like this, and it's not until you get within a certain distance that you can hear it. When you fly over to Europe,
I can guarantee you Shaq is gonna have the dumbest fucking metaphor response for this.
That's not what I said. I looked up and you can see the moon. And
I told you.
look up and you see the moon, right? And I said, okay, how come when I look to the west coast I can't see LA?
Dude, no way.
I'm just
but you also realize
Just think about
this
it.
isn't north. That's up.
I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
that.
What is this here? Let me check with my wife if I can joke about that. Shaq acted dumb to show how big of a bitch Bill Burr has become. I think his wife literally removed his testicles. The thing is that Bill Burr, he's such a stupid asshole for what he said about Carmelo Anthony and retweeting that thing. Bill Burr sharing a video defending Anthony. Oh my... But man, he used to be so fucking funny, wasn't he? He was one of my favorite fucking comedians. Oh my god.
Introducing the Armor Podium series.
La Marca Prosecco is made for special occasions.
You mean like this one?
Or this one.
How about this one? How about right now?
Find a moment to celebrate with America's favorite Italian Prosecco. Celebrate la moment, La Marca.
It was the stock market that started history's greatest wave of wealth creation. From factory workers in Detroit to farmers in Omaha, anyone could own a piece of the great American company. But today, our most innovative companies are staying private longer, which means everyday Americans are missing out. Until now. Introducing VCX, the public ticker for private tech.
Went into, sent the National Guard and did different things, and the crime dropped. And that makes sense. If you're tougher on crime, crime drops. It's very simple. DC's was the best example, and it was almost like a year ago that happened, and everybody was online crying, talking about how it's racist and this and that. I don't see how it's racist to save black lives. Don't black lives matter?
So Memphis, Tennessee, we let everybody know how Memphis, Tennessee is. They call it Memphis, Africa, guys. And I didn't even know that they dropped to a 25-year low in crime. The mayor of Memphis, a black mayor, said, hey, please Trump come down here.
Yeah.
And look what happened. It's still going on. Can't stop them all. But it's happening. Okay, guys, so Chicago right now, everybody's trying to figure out, can we get the National Guard to Chicago? Please. Because they have had, in one weekend, I think over 45 shootings.
45 people got shot.
45 people shot. Not shootings.
On Juneteenth weekend, 45 people got popped. Damn.
So Trump is saying we need to send the National Guard in there, and we have mothers now saying that, please Trump, this stuff is getting bad. This is what Trump had to say.
Landry called me safest Mardi Gras they've had in, and by the way, Chicago, which is a shooting field right now, if the governor would call me, Governor Pritzker would call me, I would solve the Chicago problem in 3-4 months. You'd have virtually a crime-free city. We'll remove all of the bad ones. You have criminals. You have career criminals that came in through the border because of Sleepy Joe Biden. You ever hear of Sleepy Joe Biden? Do you ever hear of him? He let people come into this country, and we can never forget that that happened. Guys like you should never forget that that happened. They were murderers, drug dealers, mental patients. They took them out of prisons. They took them out of mental institutions. You should never forget that that happened.
You know what's crazy about this? For some reason, J.B. Pritzker, he knows that the crime is absolutely insane. The fact that he got on Jimmy Kimmel and mocked the crime in Chicago, and you won't send in the National Guard, where you know the results of the National Guard. The crime's gonna go down. Everybody knows about Chirac, Chicago. Brother, you just mocked basically everybody. This is not okay.
JB Pritzker reporting from war-torn Chicago. As you can see, there's utter mayhem and chaos on the ground. So it's a challenge to survive here in the city of Chicago, but there's no hellscape that I'd rather be in.
How do the citizens of Chicago not get pissed off that their leadership will just make a mockery of what literally is going on? People are dying. It's not safe. People are getting shot. They're having team takeovers, and then this is what the response from leadership to mock it and deny it as if it's not happening.
You know why they don't care? Because it's black people. Democrats don't care about black people. They don't. If they did, they would want the killing to stop.
Mayor Johnson, last week I sat in this very seat and I warned you that Juneteenth is historically one of the most violent days for whatever reason in the city of Chicago. You dismissed that. I asked you if Donald Trump, the President of the United States, if you would reach out to him for some kind of help or assistance. Again, you dismissed that. You said that you're the mayor, right? You said that Donald Trump was a massive failure or something to that effect. And now we have seen the results. 40 plus people shot, a dozen plus people murdered. Perhaps you're the massive failure in this equation, and not the president, who, by the way, has reached out.
Thank you for your
the
question.
president of the United States has reached out again.
Well, thank you for your question.
Donald Trump has said he's willing to help. Will you at long last accept his support?
I appreciate you
Well,
taking
you
some
let me
time
ask the question.
You have. You said that real
Will you accept his help now?
Well, you asked two questions.
No.
It's a very lousy attempt of what you're trying to conflate. But your first question was essentially around who takes responsibility. The President of the United States of America has done nothing to help secure safe communities across this country. In fact, if you look specifically at his so-called black agenda, he has not delivered on one promise. It's not just he's just a failure. He's a doty individual, right? Here's a responsibility that I continue to take. Driving a community safety plan that removes guns from the streets of Chicago. Driving a community safety plan that actually invests in the communities that this president refuses to invest in. He is more interested in tweeting or posting evil and inhumane projections of people and our humanity than he is actually willing to put money into the very communities that he ostensibly offers some degree of care for. This is an individual that is more interested in removing voting rights protections. It's about his overwhelming interest in coordinating the upward transfer of wealth into the hands of the ultra-rich at the expense of everyday people.
My follow-up question, my second question is simply this.
You've already asked two
campaigned on
questions.
defunding. My second question is,
no.
You campaigned on defunding the police. You've called the police a sickness. You say that incarcerating violent repeat offenders is some kind of racism.
You can talk as long as you want. You've asked your two questions.
No, I asked one question that you interrupted.
No, you've asked two questions.
I also have civil rights. I have freedom of speech. I have freedom of
Well, you
press.
can just free your cell phone out of here because I'm not answering anything else.
Well, the second question is simply this.
Two questions.
You have a
and your time
security
is done.
detail of
So go ahead.
150.
Finish.
The United States, the city of Chicago is down 2,000 police officers under your administration, and yet you have 150 some police officers on your security detail. If Chicago's so safe,
Mike and Molly,
why not release some of those police officers back onto the streets where they can help real Chicagoans?
Great question.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years, but here's one thing they won't do.
To the tide pulling back before it comes in strong. To the quiet pride of people whose days are long. To work that echoes but never seeks applause. To fishermen who are ever familiar with the dawn. To mill workers and nurses and teachers and loggers who ask for little but have received even less. This is Graham Plattner's name. This is Graham Plattner's road. A winding path of service, of struggle, of courage. A commitment that greatness will not only define the past. Dignity for workers. The freedom of joy for families at last. It is no longer just a whisper, but a voice with a demand.
It's Mayor's first. In Maine. Always. I'm Graham Plattner, and I approve this message.
You learn a little something over 150 years. Starting is hard.
Saturday night, said who's got this place and who's got me blind. Look out the window, said to my surprise, here comes T9 in blue and he's flashing lights. He said, now, you know your body's fucking over with because you're smoking guns and you're rolling splits. And tell me what you think I ought to think of this. So won't you pull out your song and say, oh, you will be missed. You see, now, Mr. Officer, come charge me all the time. You got me for possession, but I swear that it's not mine. No matter what you do or say, it's bound to come right back this way. And if you want a moment's peace, said, this is what you'll say. Come on in, let's get this party started until the break of dawn. Let's keep this party moving until there's no one holding. Let's get this party started until the break of dawn. Let's keep this party moving. All you got to do. I bet you anything me gonna get stopped. I want you roll up, but me so sorry, Mr. Cop. I bet you anything me gonna get a stop. I want you, hey, Mr. Cop. I said, no, why you stop for me? No, no, I wasn't driving the car badly. I said, don't go lock me up, it got me small sensey. Yes, it's easy, get over middle cross, you see. Saying I'm Mr. Officer, come charge me all the time. You got me for possession, but I swear that it's not mine. No matter what you do or say, it's bound to come right back this way. And if you want a moment's peace, said, this is what you'll say. Come on in, let's get this party started until the break of dawn. Let's keep this party moving until there's no one holding. Let's get this party started until the break of dawn. Let's keep this party moving. All you got to do is sing.
With yearly Perfecto Quantum, one injection at your vet protects against fleas and ticks for 365 days, all in one dose.
Use of caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders.
Talk to your vet today. Bravo, Perfecto, bravo.
There's a rhythm that picks up when life slows down. When you have ATTR cardiac amyloidosis, there's still beauty to tend. Still joy to gather and give. It's about living for what you love and not letting ATTRCM define who you are. Attruby is an oral medicine proven to help adults with ATTR-CM live longer and have fewer hospitalizations due to heart issues. Attruby helps slow the progression of ATTR-CM. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about the medications you take. The most common side effects were mild and included diarrhea and abdominal pain. If you have ATTR cardiac amyloidosis, ask your cardiologist if Attruby is right for you. Time to get busy living.
Feels good, feeling good, man, I told you so. Live your life like you should, let your worries go. Keep your head up, even if you're fed up. Things will never change if you run from what you're scared of. Just remember who you are and where you came from. You get lost, catch the steps and retrace them. These things change, but it ain't what defines you. And sometimes we need things that remind you. Even without lying, you can always find me. Even when you're flying blind. I'm feeling this world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna make this world mine. Two drugs and a bottle of wine. This world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna take it. This time feels like it's already mine. Feels good to get the demons out. A new day, a new dawn, beginning now. I feel I can do anything. Just need to believe in what got me here. So far and so full of melody. And no time for fucking with my enemy. Too busy smiling for the energy. You give what you give, so I'ma give everything. Yeah, come and running for the summer, man. Yeah, and y'all can tell them that I'm coming, man. Yeah, eyes redder than a blood moon. Like a giant howling, but the world will be mine soon. You can always find me. Even when you're flying blind. I'm feeling this world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna make this world mine. Two drugs and a bottle of wine. Reason to deny. This world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna take it. This time feel like it's already mine. Reason to deny. I'm feeling this world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna make this world mine. Two drugs and a bottle of wine. Reason to deny. This world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna take it. This time feel like it's already mine. Reason to deny. This world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna make this world mine. Two drugs and a bottle of wine. Reason to deny. This world is mine for the taking. I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna take it. This time feel like it's already
Oh, you found a parking spot?
The perfect one.
You literally parked on the trail.
Yep, I'll move it.
Park in designated areas and don't block the trailhead. Be wildly responsible.
Hello, I'm Ozempic.
And I'm the pill version of Ozempic.
And I'm other GLP-1s for type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. What's with the desk?
I'm here to learn all about her. Pill that is a peptide, they say.
Okay, well, let's see. She's the only peptide in a pill that's an FDA-approved GLP-1 for type 2 diabetes.
But how do you get the Ozempic peptide to work in a pill?
I have an absorption enhancer.
What?
It helps me get past the stomach, so I can work like the GLP-1 hormone your body naturally makes to lower blood sugar.
Yeah? Okay, great. I'm bored now. When's recess?
There's a pill version of Ozempic. Ozempic injection and Ozempic tablets are prescription medicines used along with diet and exercise to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes. Ozempic injection is used to reduce the risk of major cardiovascular events, such as heart attack, stroke, or death in adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, and to reduce the risk of kidney disease worsening kidney failure.
This is for my people out there feeling like they black sheep, running from the wolves that are nipping at your back feet. Leather jacket, pocket knife, fencing in the back streets, burst into flames like a match to a gas leak. Only thing that kept me back in school was art class. Had a friend with the black flag armband. He said it's cool if they all don't understand you. Just be yourself. You know what you're here to do. There's the haters, there's the bullies, there's the know-it-alls, but they just ain't the faults, so they just hate us all. It's irrelevant if they go big and tall, 'cause we're just tiny ants out in space on the platform. Go throw some shade on the hate on the way. Go throw some shade on the wanna come and leave 'cause you think you're strong. Does it make you feel good? Wanna shut me up 'cause you think I'm wrong. Does it make you feel good? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
Sometimes I wonder why I can't understand. My head keeps running like a river over troubled sand, and I'm just thinking of these reasons you would do me wrong. I can't think of one. I guess we all got our opinions, and I'm just out here trying to be good, do right, trying to do things in my life. You just love constant strive. Keep my eyes closed, my head down, pass straight, my mind clear, my energy stays vibrant 'cause I'm vibing on that right shit. Yeah. And fuck that bullshit holding me down. Only way out of here's up. Y'all too busy sticking around for me.
Hate on them, wait on them. Go throw some shade on them. Hate on them, wait on them. Go throw some shade on them. Wanna come and leave 'cause you think you're strong. Does it make you feel good? Wanna shut me up 'cause you think I'm wrong. Does it make you feel good? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. Wanna come and leave 'cause you think you're strong. Does it make you feel good? Wanna shut me up 'cause you think I'm wrong. Does it make you feel good? It doesn't make it right. Gonna get loud 'cause you don't agree. Does it make you feel good? Gonna go to war 'cause you don't want peace. Does it make you feel good? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
Ibiza is the ultimate playground for the world's 1%. But when they play, the most important person is their nanny.
I want the caviar.
Really? $1 Million Nannies, now streaming on Hulu.
They won't remember every little thing you do for them,
but they will feel the love. That's why we created Pampers Amore, our best diaper ever. Designed for their delicate skin, it's our most absorbent diaper, hypoallergenic, and tested for over 1,000 chemicals. Because their diaper should care for their skin just like you do. Pampers Amore, love in every detail.
I wish Bob Dylan had a problem with me. I would take a couple caps of them and squash up the beat. Wish I could talk to Johnny Cash and I would hand him some leaf. Sip on Johnny Walker, get advice for my piece. He'd say, all the whiles we were pretending, all the nights were never ending. They went on and on and on. While the world outside is ending, we go on and on and on.
On my head until I'm elevated. I stay away from all that bullshit, it's contaminated. I let the smoke fill up my room until I'm acclimated. And every day is fucking beautiful, let's celebrate it. And I just wanna hear this melody play on forever. These words they roam around my head until they come together. And I just wanna get so lost in this moment that we never find our way out, and so endlessly we float away. All the whiles we were pretending, all the nights were never ending. They went on and on and on. While the world outside is ending, we go on and on and on. All the whiles we were pretending, all the nights were never.
Yeah, so to answer those questions for you investigators and people, I know so many. We have some police officers here too. Hello, good morning. So I'll read this article and we'll put that down in the Dropbox so you can have the actual article for yourself. Right, so those same technologies, some were asking who have also been victims themselves of the direct energy targeting, the Havana syndrome stuff. Yeah, some lost their jobs over that. Right, I mean on both ends, yeah. Did you get knocked over or were you on the stairs? Yeah. Right. Yeah, and then there are some actual attacks where some will use this lingo and terminology when they're actually, you know, describing something else. Yeah, it goes both ways. Shadow people stuff. Aliens, ghosts. Are you a writer? So the military grade directed energy weapons, known as DEWs, that can target and attack people inside their homes. These capabilities do exist. They have for a long time. They've been used by criminals and other higher level organizations for years, and it's just now getting more into the hands of civilians and law enforcement. Right, so these things have been of a concern for a long time. I believe back in 2008 and 9, and some of the things the private investigator was talking about. David Wilcock. Yeah, they're both dead now. They supposedly both killed themselves, but who knows really, right? One shot themselves with a gun and one vaporized themselves. Right, so that technology has been being developed and tested for years before it goes to the military grade. Right, before the military gets it and starts to use it, it's been developed. Probably by movie people, who knows? Some, I'm sure some, yeah. Seems to be speckled. Doesn't make them criminals. No, most of them are not criminals. Not all of them are sick fucks, you know? Right, so when one of them, you know, just like anything else, like the farms or the abortion clinics, they got to keep it covered up. So they all get going. As you can see, I mean, the riots and the protests, grooming gangs, get this, get that, freedom of speech, Bible, Quran, flags, black, white, transgender, girls, boys, bathrooms, what the fuck, meaning of the word God? Are you people kidding me? Is this a joke? Do you know how many people are laughing at you silly Americans? But I am proud to be an American. Please let that not be a reflection on all Americans, but tends to be, I guess, depending on what your media streams are. Do you have an ability to think for yourself or process information and make a generalized, rational, down-to-earth explanation for what you may hear, see, feel? Understand that it's absolutely ridiculous for you to try to sit there and judge what other people think they hear, see, or feel. We've been doing this for years, and let me tell you, I was fed up and sickened by 2000, was it about 2004 or 5, yeah? Yeah, and go back and you'll check the records. This is all documented, okay? All right, and we were seeing a lot of different counselors around Kennebec County. There was a concern as to some of them pushing dangerous drugs on hypersensitive people and those that really shouldn't have those drugs in their possession even. They're very dangerous. Right. I remember us personally telling them that shit is dangerous. People with hypersensitivities, it increases the auditory and visual hallucinations. Do you understand that most of us have those? Like, say, you know, is this like a colloquial discussion? Colloquial? Sure. Someone asked if this was a colloquial. You just wanted me to try to say colloquial. Colloquial discussion. Seashell. Conch. Conchoquial. Right, so sometimes you ever get water on your ears? You ever hear a sound or see something and think, oh man, I thought that was a for a second. Holy, something runs across the road. Holy crap. I thought that was a... Nope, look, it was just a cat. It was just a cat. It looked like a mountain lion for a second. It looked like a mountain lion. Right, or you hear something and it might even sound like a word or someone saying or whispering something. Yeah, they did those studies back, and remember the movies they made too around that time, like Jason, yeah, I know, and I see this pop up all the time, like those kind of... I remember one time we were sitting in the kitchen, and Robbie heard a noise come from the hallway, and he goes, Jason, because he thought he heard the Yeah, I mean, it was just some wind blowing or whatever, but he goes, oh, I thought I heard that It was something on the TV or something. It wasn't that, but for a second, that's what he thought he heard, and he went, oh, Jason! Another great example, I remember the ice storm of '98. We were sitting in the living room playing charades. It was me, my mother, my sister, and her stupid friend that was mean to my cat. And slammed the cupboards like a child because we were out of garlic salt. Anyways, so I would have been, what, about 16 at the time? Yeah, we were in the living room. Ice storm of 98. We had no power. It was freezing cold. Thank goodness for the wood stove, or we would have froze to fucking death. For real, right? I know, it's what you used to cook with. You can warm up the water for your bath. Anyways. We were sitting in the living room playing charades, and Mom let out this long, slow fart. And my sister goes, "Shh, I hear a chainsaw." But yeah, like that kind of thing. So what happens is sometimes people have auditory and visual hallucinations where they might think they hear or see something. Right? I mean something really there. It could be a gas cloud, it could be something. They might be a little bit more sensitive. Their lenses. Sometimes you ever have sharper vision? And sometimes it gets blurry. You look at the sun too long and then you're seeing spots for a little bit. Unless you do proper sun gazing, then you don't. Yeah, because I can look at the sun when I do sun gazing. I'm looking directly at the sun, but it's through a pinhole. So I think it helps my vision, actually. Over the years, I think it helped save my vision, really. Yeah, now when we were going around in that time period, 2004 and 5, you can check the records, yeah. And we were concerned because I can remember some of them, I'd tell them a story of when I was 11. And I felt a force push me down the stairs and I landed at the bottom and I fractured my shoulder really bad. And I was told it was a ghost. Now sometimes some of them would, oh yeah, I've heard of these paranormal encounters. Now, I had been on the programs for some time, and the earthly explanations had been explained to me. So you're not gonna fool me. Fool me once, you fucking psychos. Fool me twice. Fool me 3 times. I'm dead. I'm already dead. This was, 2004, 5. So anyways, so I'm listening to some of these people and counselors that are prescribing medications to people. And the concern, people had been killing their kids and shit, putting them in the ovens. Andrea Yates fucking put all the kids in the car, just wheeled them in the lake. Right, so we were like, hey. So Andrea Yates, and this was a group discussion, when we were discussing this one. And there were other people there who were also aware and concerned about the same things we were. Professionals that had actually brought our attention to it. Yeah, and interesting. Anyways, so when we said Andrea Yates claims that she was hearing voices and God told her to push her kids in the lake. And one of them jumped in and said, God wouldn't say that. That was the devil. This was one of the counselors. Right, no